Are you ready for a garage tour? Because I'm about to show you every single car that I own. Now, I actually just spent a lot of time reorganizing all the cars and making sure that they're good for me to show to you all. It did take way longer than I thought it would, but the garage is looking super clean now. So what are we waiting for? Let's get this started and head down into garage number 1. And we have arrived at garage number 1 and we're on floor A. Now, before I show you the cars, I just wanted to say that every single car that you see in here has the best possible upgrades it can have. And by the way, since this is only garage number 1, by the time I get to garage number 3, there's going to be some really cool stuff in there. I am showing you cool stuff now, but there's even cooler stuff coming if you know what I'm saying. So, here we have number 1. This is pretty much just an olive green Lambo truck. My favorite thing about this though is the engine on the front. Look at that, you got the clear panel and you can see through. I wish that customization option was on more cars, but yeah, pretty cool. And by the way, this entire floor is pretty much just sports cars. Next up, we got the Chrome Zentorno. To me, this is pretty much a Lamborghini Aventador, so it only made sense that I put it next to this. Right here, we got a Lamborghini Huracan in blue. Now, hands down, my favorite feature about this car is the hood. Look at how clean the blue outline looks. You see, this stuff don't come for free. We're paying out daily expenses here. But yeah, sadly the Huracan doesn't have suicide doors, but it's all good because we got a lot of cars in the collection that do. Here we've got a fully decked out Bugatti. Now, I kind of wanted to make this look like a racing car, and that's why it's got this simple look to it, but yeah, definitely still very nice. Up next, we got the Mercedes AMG GT. This car we just had to buy because the front of it looks super mean, and my favorite feature about this car, it's kind of hard to see, but down there is where the exhaust pipes are. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the first floor. We've also got this purple T20 McLaren. To be honest, I haven't actually drove this one much, but I kind of like the paint job because it looks black, but then the closer you get, you can see that it's purple. Damn, look at these helicopters flying past my penthouse trying to spy on me. I'm doing a garage tour, leave me alone. Here we are, still in garage number 1, just on floor B. Yo, the helicopter's flying past again. Yeah, he's definitely spying on us. Now, this floor is pretty much more sports cars because I kinda ran out of space. Behind me, we got the Pegassi Osiris, I think it's called. Not too sure, but I don't think I've driven that either. I don't know what the name of this one is. I think it's a, GP1. So here we got the red GP1. Now, here we have one of my favorites in the game, the Deluxo. Why is it one of my favorites in the game? Simply because it can do this, you know? Not every car can fly. So yeah, that's a beast. The Deluxo may be able to fly, but the Stromberg can drive in the ocean. And if you're wondering why this car is in the color theme orange and white, that's because I tried to make it look like Nemo. But yeah, easily one of my favorites because again, not every car can do this. Next up, I don't really know what this is, it just kinda looked cool. I call this one the Hippie Mobile. It's kinda like an old school Rolls Royce, just with a crazy paint job on it. Here we've got another Lambo truck, fully blacked out, nothing too special. And then, I don't know what this is. This must have been hiding over here in the corner without me knowing. I'm not sure why, I'm just not a big fan of gold on cars. But yeah, shh, pretend that one's not there. And we have reached the final floor of garage number 1. This is floor 1C, where I pretty much keep all of my heavy vehicles. So for example, we got the dollar bill tank. This one is extra cool because it can drive on the ocean. And then we've also got some more heavy duty trucks. Just vehicles that have like big weapons on top of them. So we got this one here, and then I'm pretty sure this is the exact same thing. The only difference is that it's in red. Don't ask me why I have 2, I just do. And next we got this truck, which is insanely fast, and it's also got a massive turret in the back. I wasn't lying when I said this thing is fast. These are the last 3 vehicles of this garage. We got like a fully blacked out tank, a beast. Then we got another heavy duty styled truck, which is in black and yellow. Very nice. And then again, I think this is just the same thing, but in green. We've checked out garage number 1, now let's go to garage number 2. Floor number 2A, I'm pretty sure I have even more sports cars here. Damn, are they really charging me again? I'm going to be bankrupt soon with all these bills. Here we got this yellow car that I've never driven. I've never driven this. I've never driven that. Yeah, I've pretty much never stepped foot in any of the cars on this floor. Don't get me wrong, they're all fully customized. I've just never bothered to take them out. Moving on, floor number 2B. Now, I really don't know why, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Lambo trucks up here. My favorite one's got to be this just because it has a beautiful color. But yeah, I'm not too sure why I have so many of these. I think I was doing a spending spree one time and I probably just went a little bit crazy. Next up, we got the Coil Brawler. This one's pretty cool. I'm sure it can drive on the ocean as well. This car's name is the Chubarek. I think I've used this once or twice, but it's definitely a cute little car. And then the final car on this floor is this all-white Bentley. Now, you may be thinking, why is every single car on this floor the same color? Well, that's because floor number 2C is fully dedicated to all of my cyan color cars. Is that what you call it? Cyan or turquoise? I don't know, but this floor is completely dedicated to that. So yeah, that's 2 garages down and 1 left to go. Welcome to floor number 3A, where we spice things up a little bit. So on this floor, I have every single car that's fully blacked out. I know you can kind of say that this color's not black, but it's near enough. So yeah, we got the fully blacked out old school whip here. This the old school gangster car, man. Then I'm pretty sure that this is the Proto. Is it the Proto? Yeah, the X80 Proto. I did always think this car is ugly though. But this on the other hand is 10 out of 10. This is probably like the best looking Bugatti that I've got in this garage. Then we have this that I've never used. This that I've never used as well. And this car that I've never seen in my life. Moving on to floor number 3B. Now, this floor is pretty much for all of my old school cars. So to start things off, we got this vintage Ferrari, and this vehicle is fully pink, even the interior as well. We got another classic old school looking Ferrari here. And then this right here, I'm gonna say it has got to be one of the best looking cars in the game. It is a muscle car, but it's got the old school vibe to it as well. So I thought that this floor would be perfect for it. This is more like a rally car, but it does have some old school looking features to it. Here we pretty much have the same car, except this one is racing themed. Again, the old school vibe. I don't really like the gold cars, but this one seemed to fit kind of well. And then we just got this random armored Range Rover chilling here. We have made it to the final floor. Now this is where I keep a handful of my favorite vehicles in the game. You already know we have to start it off with an F1 car. These are so much goddamn fun. I bought this one recently, but it's definitely got a decent amount of miles on it. Next up, we have the classic Batmobile. If you've got a garage and you don't have a Batmobile inside of it, what are you doing? I would have messed around with the colors, but I think keeping it black, that's what you gotta do, you know? Next to the Batmobile, we have the giant wiener. I mean, there's not too much to be said about this one. It's got 3 wheels, the paint job is a hot dog, and it's called the giant wiener. Of course, we got the Oppressor Mark II in here. I think I own about 5 of these in total, but I keep the 2 ones that I use here. And then finally, we have 2 scramjets. These are the only 2 I own, but I had to buy 2 because I like this paint job, but then I also like this one as well. Now, believe it or not, that was actually a fraction of my car collection. I mean, these are the main vehicles anyway, but I know for sure I've got some vehicles in my casino penthouse. I may have a handful of cars just chilling at the nightclub as well. Look, I've got this full arena war garage going on too. Now, this place is kind of reserved for the more crazy looking cars. So, for example, here we have a truck that's cut in half. It's got some heavy duty weapons on the front. I'm pretty sure that every vehicle in here has some sort of weapon. And if it doesn't have a weapon, you can definitely ram with them. And then at the back here, we've got a bunch of multicolored exhaust pipes. I don't know, it's kind of random, but like I said, this garage is for the crazy vehicles. Talking about crazy vehicles, this one has got to be one of my favorite cars in here. It's pretty much a Mr. Bean car, except heavily modified. So for starters, it's got a very unique looking paint job to it. We got the graffiti here on the back, the red tires going on. We got the spoiler at the back. We got the 2 heavy duty weapons on top. You get my point. This car's pretty cool. Moving on, we have this. Now, to be honest, this is one of the ones that I haven't taken out for a spin. So yeah, I can't really say much about that. But this, on the other hand, is pretty damn cool. It's got all of these multicolored spikes over it. We have 2 turrets on the front of the car. Yeah, pretty much every vehicle in here is equipped to destroy. I mean, look at this. I'm not too sure why this isn't customized, but let's just say if you get into a fight with this truck, it's not going to be very good. Oh yeah, I just realized we're on floor B1, so I'm not entirely sure what I have on the second floor, but we'll go and take a look in a second. Now, I'm pretty sure this tank right here is a laser tank. It's pretty mean looking, and I'm not too sure why I haven't customized this one as well, but yeah. How could I forget that we have a motorcycle in here that has 2 miniguns on the front, and it's also got 2 blades on the front as well? So if you don't get them with the minigun, you can chop their legs off. I guess we'll check out the second floor. Okay, it's looking pretty bare here. We do have a few cars here, but I think what happened here is I started filling up this garage, but I didn't completely finish. So I'd say the best vehicle that we have in garage number 2 is this monster truck right here. Now you've seen a bunch of my cars, I thought they'd only be right to show you some of my aircrafts. So here we are in my hangar. First up, we got this mean looking fighter jet. I'm pretty sure it has miniguns, but you can also use the missiles as well. Moving on, we have a plane that I don't think I've actually ever flown before. Now behind me is my favorite plane in the game. Do you want to know why? Because I've never seen a plane that can go this fast. Sometimes it can be a bit dangerous, but it's a ton of fun. I've also got this mini helicopter in here. Well, this is really a mini helicopter, but this one is also pretty small. I'm pretty sure it can land on the ocean, so yeah, pretty dope. Then here we have the 2 mean choppers. I'm pretty sure this one's an Apache. I love this little spray that you can get on the front with the teeth and the eye. Definitely the best looking helicopter I own. And then we got this one as well. I'm not too sure about the differences between the two, but yeah, we've got a lot of stuff.